This is frozen a little more than normal. All the chickens sitting inside there. It's a little colder than normal. Normally these chickens would be outside. We're I think we're about 10 degrees right now. We were -1. Last year the lowest temperatures were like 16, so it's a little colder than it has than any of these animals I've ever seen in their life. Little wild bird. Those birds are super cool. Oh, he can get out right there. I don't think he wants out though. I knew something was here because I got little Tweety bird prints. When I mow, they sweep down and eat bugs. How many eggs? Oh, these eggs popped. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Every one of them shattered. We'll come back and get those, use them for dog food. Something has knocked all these down up here. I would guess cats up there trying to get in there, maybe possum. Although something is in that top drawer up there. Ice on the ground. We usually don't have ice here, but right now we do. Sun's out. I don't know if this will thaw or not. I've not walked out to the road, but I hear a lot of vehicles running past, so I would assume the road's clean. They put a lot of de-icer, and the state runs plow trucks, so this is breaking up just from walking over it. Gravel underneath, but it's a good inch of ice. Oh, I have it flipped around. It's a good inch of ice sitting on this, but I can run the tractor over here. It'll break it all up. Not that we need to. I'm gonna have to go get something to cover my face with. These chickens here are a couple years old, so they've all seen snow and ice, and they're out here. I don't know if there's any in the coop there. Goose out here, ducks out here. They're all sitting because the body heat keeps their feet warm. There's a couple over there even on the ice frozen pond. I cannot get this damn thing open. Shit. There it goes. Just a little bit of hand heat. So the big thing would be water right now. And I have water over there. I haven't looked at it, but I'm sure that the ice are deep. I use these rubber bowls because you can bang them out and they don't break or crack. Let's go look in the coop here. What's up, chickens? You guys better go eat. I'll bring a little scratch in here. So straw bales are about $6.50 each this year. That's high. Definitely could have bought bulk months ago for less. If you're new to chickens, you will find that you don't have to do all of this. You could have put plywood, you could have run tarp down. These are all about just windbreak. And if you're worried about heat, you could bring them inboard. Depending how many chickens, it would lower your floor space. But if you just put the straw on the floor, when they're cold, they'll make little nests in the straw and sit there. They do have an interest in surviving. Some animals are dumb and will just sit out and freeze, but they will wallow down in that straw. Now, hay and straw are two different things. Straw is the bottom piece that's hollow. Hay is the top piece with the seeds. I'm sure somebody's going to type out and put more information in than I don't have, but that's the way I understand it. Hay you feed to animals. Straw is for bedding. Is this frozen too? Yep, this is frozen too. When these warm up, you can actually feel them kind of like almost crack in your hand, almost pop. See, there it went. Doesn't take much. That works for locks too. When you have locks that are frozen, if you hold them in your hands and just kind of breathe warm air into them, they'll open like that too, or start to work. Even these big Cornish crosses have weathered the storm. Normally, my more expensive feed is high protein layer pellet. This year, the more expensive feed is the scratch. The corn has gone up a lot. There's snow on them. They've been here all night. Rather than just walking in that coop, I actually took them and put them in the coop, and they came back out of the coop. I feel those will become dog food soon. This is frozen a little more than normal, and I don't know if it's bad for this to bang around. Looks like it's frozen quite a way down, but we're gonna set this here. You can see it starting to steam already, and in a couple minutes that'll be popped through there and it will melt this one, and then we'll leave it there and it'll thaw that one, and then tomorrow we just usually move them back and forth. I've not tried running two of these heaters on this same circuit. I think they'll work though. We put in we ran bigger electricity up here. Nobody seems to be rushing for water. They eat snow. Okay, there's water. I feed all the birds first, because it gets them occupied and out from under my feet. And then I feed the dogs. Then I feed the sheep. If I feed the sheep first, the dogs want to eat the sheep feed, and the chickens want to eat the sheep feed. I don't know why that one rooster's over there all by himself. He's not going to do well. Or maybe that's it. Maybe he's not doing well. We gathered up a ton of roosters last night and locked them up. Young roosters are like the class clown. Always disrupting shit, always loud, always running around and acting super spazzy like you're gonna grab them. Usually because everything wants to kill them because they're little assholes. See, they've all got dog loos with straw. They've all got straw. We put pallets in the corners this year, which we've never done. And none of them, not a one of them, went inside these kennels. I mean, maybe at some point they did, but every time we saw them, they were just, you know, held up by the snow. Here's these roosters. It took Cody and I about 2 hours to catch these things last night. Holy shit, we got our workout. And here they are, alive. Now, my water up here might or might not work. These are frost-free faucets, but that doesn't mean a lot sometimes. Yeah, that's frozen. Okay, so we have no water up here. So, with that said, I could scoop this snow and keep this topped off, but what I'm definitely going to do is take this ice and let it melt down in here, at least the cleaner ice, which will just add a gallon back to it. Now we'll pull water at some point as this gets lower in a couple days. We're only gonna have a couple days of really cold. Once we get up 40 degrees or so, everything frozen will melt off pretty quick, and then we'll top these. But if we need to, I can pull water out of the building and just top it off with buckets. I've got plenty of buckets. Other option is we have water tanks and stuff stored too, small ones and big ones. This bulk right here is probably not frozen all the way in. The big ones, we could probably get water out of those if we had to. You can see right there that that's not even frozen. And that catches the most amount of sun right there. That half anyways is not frozen. Hi baby, you've never seen snow, have you? This your first snow? Huh? This your first snow? Melting that hole out pretty good. Got my rabbit skin Russian cap on. Love this thing. John Witherspoon has some really nice ones, like real ones. This one's just from Bass Pro. I put it on Amanda because it was really cute on her, and I bought it for her. But then I ended up using it. It works really well. So I will at some point buy one of those real ones. Get out of there. No. Get. I need a way that the dogs can't fit in there, but the sheep can. Go on. Get. They want to get in there and eat that goat feed, sheep feed. Come on. Come on, butthole. I don't know if those sheep will let her push them out. I suspect not. But I know the dogs did get in their food, and once they licked on it, those sheep wouldn't eat it. Weird. See, that's ice right there. I know you guys that live in cold are like, who gives a shit? But a lot of guys that listen to this and watch these, you know, like me, came from the city, and this stuff's new to them. A lot of guys have finally escaped California or, you know, tyrannical places, and they're experienced freedom, but they're late to it, and they've never had to take care of animals at all, much less in the cold. So this is how it'll help somebody. Somebody's watching.